Imagine you are a coral on the planet. When you look around, everything's colorful. You see fish dart in and around you. All of a sudden, something metallic, very strange, just drops out from the top of the ocean. And everything goes blank. It's a cloud of sediment. That's what a coral sees every single time an anchor drops down on a reef. And for us, we're on a boat. We're right on top. We can't see all of this. And sometimes it's just easy. So today, my friends and I are honored to tell you about... So today, my friends and I are honored to share our efforts to get our anchors away from coral reefs. So, today we'll be telling you about the problem of anchor damage. Right, so you see in ASEAN, we're a very, very special place. We're actually at the core of the Coral Triangle. And what this means is that people from all around the world come to ASEAN to see our corals. And that's great news, right? Well, the not so great news is that as more people come, they bring more boats. They bring more anchors. And then you get more damage to coral reefs. Just imagine a single boat anchor weighs about 1,000 kilograms. So that's about like 18 of me. Just stepping on the coral, 18 of me. Corals are strong, but they're not that strong. They grow at a rate of about 0.5 to 10 centimeters a year. And in just seconds, like what you just saw, they vanish. Let's take a look at some place that's very special to me. I'm from Singapore. In Singapore, we're known for our buildings. But my favorite part of Singapore isn't anywhere near the buildings. It's underwater. This is Pulau Hantu. Pulau Hantu is very, very unique because it has an abundance of hard corals, soft corals, nudibranchs, and even if you're lucky, green turtles. That's right. However, this is a picture of a boat in 2014, and this boat made a crucial mistake. What it did was that it didn't realize that it was actually on top of a coral reef. And as the tide went down, it got stuck and stranded. Just imagine the boat's weight completely on a coral. It's going to smash it. What would have I told you if that this entire disaster could have been prevented with a very simple method called a mooring buoy? A mooring buoy is a more fancy name for just a float. That's right, a float. You heard me right. You see that circle right up there? That's a float. And it's fastened down to the bottom of the seabed. And what happens is that every single time a boat comes in, it doesn't have to drop its anchor. All it has to do is just fasten itself to the mooring buoy. That's it. Simple, right? But this, even though it's so simple, is not being done. And after doing a bit of research, we found out that this manta ray design is perfect. It's suitable for Singapore's soft substrate. We have high rates of sedimentation and a lot of coral rubble. So this will work perfectly, and it just takes less than 30 minutes to install. So if you take a look at the black marker over there, that's where we propose to set our entire mooring buoy. And our target is to help the reefs and achieve 20% usage by boats stationed at Pulau Hantu within just 3 months of being implemented. So the location of the buoy, you can see the coordinates over there. And it's very special because this entire area, Terumbu Hantu, as I showed you in the previous picture, that's where all the fringing reefs are. That's where I dive. It's beautiful. Of course, our team buoy believes that if a project is not feasible, it shouldn't go ahead, right? And over here, you can see we have a timeline. 4 main steps, that's research, stakeholders contact, promotion, and implementation. And we have 3 key milestones within May, June, and December. So just by the end of the year, can you imagine how great it would be if this area could be protected from boats dropping the anchors or running aground? Of course, we also recognize that this project cannot occur if we do not have financial support. Most of the money will go into the installation costs, but when we think about it, it doesn't make sense to have a project if it's not sustainable. We need maintenance costs. We need to study the area better to make sure that we know what we're doing. So this is what it will add up to. $1,460 US dollars to help something that's priceless. You can't put a value on the beauty of a coral reef. We believe that no man is an island with Team Buoy, and there are multiple stakeholders that we are hoping to work with, such as NGOs like the Blue Water Volunteers, a Singapore-based conservation group, the Hantu bloggers, which bring around ecotourism and educational guides, and of course the government as well, the National Parks Board, which is in charge of marine biodiversity within the region. I also have very exciting news. Right before our presentation, I found out that my university is willing to sponsor us, so as long as YSEALI helps us. With the support of Tembusu College from the National University of Singapore and YSEALI, this project will not be impossible. Our group is a representation of ASEAN. We come from 4 different countries. I'm from Singapore, Laos, Indonesia, and Cambodia. We believe that this Mooring Buoy project is not unique to Singapore. It can occur across ASEAN. That's right. So if Singapore works out as a test ground, alright, we can even extend these projects to areas around ASEAN. We just need people to fix a float. How difficult is that? We can look at Gili Islands in Indonesia, we can look at Korong Sumlem in Cambodia, and even Phi Phi Islands in Thailand. This could be endless. It's a simple idea, and with enough funding and enough dedication to the cause, this is a program that can keep us afloat so that we can conserve our coral reefs. And that is what Team Buoy is hoping to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.